Hey, real quick before we hop into this video, we're going to be pumping out content like crazy moving forward. So we're going to be doing a podcast a week along with clips like these. If you do like these, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and even throw some comments below.
And if you guys are on social media and want to say how great we're doing or how terrible we're doing, go and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Talk to us there. Going from a Browns quarterback who might not play this year, how about a 49ers quarterback who's trying to play this year? Jimmy G. They announced that he's going to start ramping up his throwing in the next coming weeks. And now there's talk of if Deshaun doesn't play, maybe Jimmy goes to the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Jimmy G beats out Jacoby before. You know what I mean? So I think on skill-wise, like Jacoby is an all-around athlete. Like I feel like he can get in there and manage games, but Garoppolo is better. He's a better choice, especially if you, again, made this big push like you're going to be a title contender with Deshaun Watson. I think you still need to do something to get wins because you're going to lose your fan base again.
Hey, thanks for clicking on this video and watching this far. Sorry to interrupt, but just want to let you know if you could like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It would really help us out. All right, thanks. Now, here's us again.
If you go back and make this move with Deshaun, you make your bet, you got to lay in it. But now they're like, got to scramble and do something. I think it makes total sense to have Garoppolo in Cleveland.
Yeah, I think, are you prepared to have a losing season in Cleveland with Jacoby Brissett just for Deshaun? Or do you go all in and get a legit starting quarterback? Jimmy, I'll give him that. He is a starting quarterback. He's a playoff quarterback. You could bring that in and just see what happens. He's an upgrade from Baker. He's going to be healthy. He can run that offense. And their roster's pretty loaded. Their roster has the pieces around to compete. So do you want to roll the dice with Jacoby or Jimmy G? And I think you'd rather give up a second or third round pick to roll it with Jimmy.
Yeah, especially Stefanski, while he's not from the Shanahan tree, he comes from that same style of offense. Let's run it down their throat. We have these two running backs that are probably, I don't want to get crazy, but I'll just say like top 15 running backs. Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, they're good. Both of them are
probably
dynamic.
The best tandem in the league, maybe.
Yeah, and if not one of the best. Mm-hmm. So you have this awesome run game, and Jimmy G can. Here you go. You know what I mean?
That's his bread and butter. Turn around, hand it off.
Throw a slant when you need. Cool.
If you need him to hand the ball 40 times in a playoff game, he'll do that. He can win that for you. But I think it's a division that could be wide open right now. I mean, the Ravens weren't healthy last year. We'll see if they can bounce back this year. Lamar is still going through that contract dispute. We'll see if that's a distraction. Pittsburgh is in this weird zone where they either going to have Mitch Trubisky or a rookie or Mason Rudolph again. We'll see. And Chase Claypool apparently is the best receiver in the league.
He said he's top 3.
No, top 3.
Top 3. But not 2, not 3.
I seen a tweet that was like, does he mean top 3 receiver on his team? Because it's a toss up there too. But I don't know if I fully trust Pittsburgh yet with that offense. And we'll see if the Bengals could do it again. This is a team that was bottom of the league, straight to the top of the league, and we don't know if they're going to be consistent or if they're going to compete or if Joe Burrow is going to be able to duplicate what he did last year. So this is a year that Browns could make the playoffs if they play their cards right.
Yeah, and not even just Joe Burrow. It's like, do you really trust Zach Taylor to take you back? I don't know, man. But,
yeah, and this is another season that defenses have seen Zach Taylor's offense. They saw the pieces now that he's used and what he does with them. Like young coaches could get in that rut of, okay, now they game planned against me. They know what I'm going to do. How do I counter that? And not everyone could do it.
Yeah, I think Garoppolo's the answer. Let's get Garoppolo in Cleveland.
I hope he's the answer because I do not want him on this roster. with
I
Trey
think-
Lance.
Regardless, Jimmy is not going to be on this roster. But do you think so? You know how people in the media throw out narratives for their own purposes, right? Did you see the I Am Athlete podcast clip that came out about Jimmy Garoppolo with Julian Edelman?
Yes, I did. He read the quote from Martellus Bennett.
Yeah, basically, I don't want to cuss too much, but he called him the B word.
I'll drop it in right here. I'll drop
Okay.
in. Here's the clip of Julian Edelman reading the statement from Martellus Bennett on Jimmy G. All right, so Julian seems like very casual about, yeah, I feel the same. I think all of them now are coming out that Jimmy wasn't fully respected in that locker room. And maybe he's different in San Francisco. Maybe he earned that respect. But there was the second season, was it, when Jimmy was here and he was up in the booth. And
Yeah, taking notes.
there was people speculating that he could have played. And we know Jimmy's been off and on. It took Trey Lance being there for Jimmy to say, nah, I'll play through injury. And even then, he missed some games. So, I don't know. Maybe he's a different quarterback now. But I think the timing of that could hurt his trade value, maybe.
Yeah, and it's just so weird to hear these comments about Jimmy Garoppolo when in San Francisco you've heard nothing but glowing reviews from his teammates. Adrian Colbert was on Twitter Spaces like all this past summer talking about how everyone loves Jimmy and it's ride or die for Jimmy. Kittle has been singing his praises the entire time he's been here. So it's just weird to hear now that these stories are kind of bubbling up just as he's about to start throwing, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna double down and say, like, people can change. I think Jimmy G is a different quarterback now than when he was in New England and maybe the first couple years in San Francisco. He showed us that he played through injury in the playoffs. He was pretty good in the playoffs up until that Rams game. I mean, he was a gamer. I mean, he really put it on the line. I think he earned respect. That's all everyone was saying, was Jimmy G really earned respect for the way he played through injury. So I think you can change as a quarterback, and maybe they did say before that it could have been a business decision for him not to play. Maybe this was a business decision for him to play.
Yeah. But I just think, again, super convenient that it happens right now as he's going to start ramping up to throw, and we're going to be looking to move him. I don't know. I think it's a calculated move by someone. I don't know which team is trying to buy on the low, but
are you throwing a conspiracy theory right now that the Browns are trying to lower Jimmy G's stock?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're the Browns, or even if you're who's another quarterback
Carolina.
in the team, if you're Carolina, don't you want to throw out an old ass story like this from Martellus Bennett, who isn't even in the league anymore, and be like, hey, you guys should talk about this? You know what I mean? Isn't that something that you'd want? Because then it lowers the perception of Jimmy G, and you could buy at, instead of the second or third round pick, which I don't think we're going to get, you instead are going to flip for like a 6th or 7th.
I mean, nothing is everything, but everything is something. So
Hey, check it out. You made it all the way through this video. We really appreciate it. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and follow for more. And feel free to check out some of these videos and subscribe to it.